Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So today's video is actually about our first week, or 2 weeks actually, as parents or foster parents. So if you're new to my channel, we have been in the process of becoming foster parents for almost a year now, and we just got our first placement about 2 weeks ago. So I feel like it's been enough time and we can kind of explain to you how our experience has been. And I'll let John go first.
Yeah, so like she said, welcome back to my channel.
The baby is sleeping and she's taking her afternoon nap, so we decided to film right now because it seemed like a good time to do so.
So wait, did you still have that clip of when we got the call?
Yeah.
That I sent you?
Oh, yeah.
So that will kind of explain my thoughts on when we first got the baby.
Yeah.
I was at basketball because we thought we weren't going to get the baby again because it's been, what, 3 times now that we thought we were going to get a baby?
Yeah.
And we didn't get a baby. So I went ahead and went to play basketball. I thought if I didn't pay attention to it or thought we weren't going to get the baby, then maybe we'd get the baby, and I guess it worked. So you called me at about 7:30, rushed home, and we have a baby.
Yeah. So I'll insert the clip here.
All right, guys, so I figured I'd film this part of our journey on our foster journey. So I'm out of breath. You can tell I'm sweating. I literally just got off the basketball court. So Rhiannon and I got a call about 3 hours ago, maybe 4 hours ago now. Can't think right now. But anyway, they had a baby for us, and I'm running home right now because the last 4 times this happened, it didn't go through. So I went ahead and went and played basketball. We just got the call. She's on the way right now. They actually might beat me there. So as you can tell, I'm freaking out a little bit. But we'll update you on the rest of this journey and how this goes. But this is literally the first stage right here. We have a baby on the way to us right now. And I don't know what to do with my hands. All right, see you guys in a little bit.
That video clip was so cute, and I didn't make a clip myself because he's a better vlogger than me, and I was just kind of like really nervous about what was going on, so I didn't film anything. But basically, we've gotten 4 or 5 false alarms saying we're getting babies, but then they end up being placed with family or something, which is fine. We totally understand. So by the time we got this one, we thought it's probably another false alarm, but it actually was a real alarm. And I stayed at home when he was playing basketball and just kind of like paced around. And he went to basketball and ran around, and then we got a baby.
Yeah, I try to keep my mind off of it. But I think that's the other thing too, is we were getting impatient. But at the end of the day, these kids weren't coming to us because they were finding homes to go to, which is the point of this whole thing. So we were never like mad.
Yeah.
Because they were finding their home to go to or their foster to go to. But I think we were just getting impatient because we really wanted to have this experience and help out a child. And so now we get our turn, and so far it has been great. It has definitely been an experience, to say the least.
Well, we don't have any other kids. If you're new, you don't know that, but we have no kids and we have a dog. So it's been an experience just being handed a baby and then just having to figure out what to do with it. So
she kind of raised or helped raise her little brother, who is 15 years younger than you or something like that?
12.
12 years younger than you. I have a sister that is 18 years younger than me, so when she got here, I helped a little bit, very minimal, and then I moved out. So I don't have a ton of experience, but so far I would say that everything that I thought, the bad, I don't want to say the bad stuff, the hard parts are exactly what I thought they would be. I don't think anybody from the outside ever has looked in and said, oh, I would love to change diapers. That looks absolutely fun. that part is exactly what you think it was. In fact, you left yesterday to go do your skills for your skills write-off at work. And as soon as you left, I smelled something. So I think you tricked me.
I didn't even know.
And so I open up the diaper, and it is everywhere.
Yes.
It's up the front. It's up the back. So I don't know what you guys do in this situation, but I just got rid of the diaper, put her in the sink, sprayed her off, because there's no way I was wiping all of that. Sprayed her off completely, dried her, and then I switched out her diaper. Just have Beamer eat it off, take the diaper off her. Do your dogs eat off the baby's diapers? Super weird.
For some reason, Beamer likes baby poop, and he doesn't eat any other kind of poop in the world. But if we put a poop diaper where he can reach it, he opens it and eats the poop, which is really weird, and we learned that really fast.
What's even more weird than that, this was a new diaper.
Yeah, but I think he still smelled the poop.
Oh, you think I didn't clean good enough?
No, I'm saying it like
Oh, okay. So anyway, so I had to change the diaper twice within a few minutes, but that's how I changed the diaper.
Yeah.
In fact, I think that if it were just me, when she eats, does anything, I would just always leave her in the tub. She would just live in the tub.
She likes the bath.
Yeah, she likes it anyway. And so then anytime there's a mess, I just hit her with the hose.
The hose. I kind of knew what to expect because I took care of my brother for a long time, and I also worked in a daycare during the summers in high school, and I'm also a nurse, so basically I know how to like clean people up and keep them alive and take care of them. So
this is definitely more of a challenge for me. You're naturally good at this. It's what you do professionally, and you enjoy doing it. That's not that I don't. It's just harder for me.
Yeah. So, but he's doing a really good job. Like, you've been feeding her, changing her. He had to take her to work for an entire week because I can't just miss clinical, and he could take her to the office technically. So he took her to work for an entire week before we could get a spot in a daycare, and he did great.
So I will say the first 7 days I surprised myself.
Yeah.
I really did. I think I did a really good job. I think I had more patience than I thought I would have. I think that I took to it a lot faster than I thought I would. Then on day 8 or day 9, it got a little bit frustrating for me. I'm going to just be honest here. This is not all fun and games. It's a baby, and I had to take her with me to the office. And I had done so prior a couple of days, and it was no big deal. But today, this day in particular, I had a lot going on, and nobody was in the office to help me. Both of my partners were out, and I was in the office with the baby. She's at work. I have phone calls going on. I have a Skype interview going on. I had to answer messages through Facebook Messenger for another client, and I was having to do budgets. And meanwhile, she's been sick, so she was really kind of whiny that day, and so I couldn't sit her down for any point in time. And I think the hardest part with a baby is you lose your arms.
Yeah.
You pretty much lose your arms. So I can't type and I can't call, so I messaged Rena right away. I was like, you have got to come help me right now. I don't know what to do. And that was the hardest day I had so far.
And I was like, well, I can't come help you because I'm in clinical and like we're going to do a surgery. And he was like, well, can't you just leave?
Don't care.
And I was like, no, I can't just leave. So he ended up working it out and taking care of her.
Well, what I did is I just I said I shut down the office. I packed it up for the day, and I went home with the baby. Obviously, she's most important.
Yeah.
But it's hard for me because I'm very busybodied at work, and I have a lot going on, and I'm not used to redirecting or shutting down all that attention to go somewhere else.
But you did it. And you did great.
I did do it, and I got through that day. It was a rough day, and then the next day was fine again, and so here we are. And
I think that's normal, though. Like, probably people who have babies and, like, have their own biological kids go through the same thing, especially in the beginning, because imagine if it was an infant that, like, can't do anything by itself. We have she's around 1 year old. We can't tell you the exact age or any, like, identifying details because she is a foster. So we can just say that she's about 1 year old, around that age. And, she's really amazing, super sweet, super smiley and fun, and we've been having a great time just doing stuff with her, like taking her to the park and putting her down the slides and all that stuff. Well, like going down the slide with her. But she's super fun. She started daycare and she loves like I thought when we picked her up from daycare she was gonna like be excited that we were there, but she loves daycare so much she just like hugs her friends and she just leaves no problem. So that's been great because we were worried she was gonna be upset when we sent her there. But she isn't. She loves it. I wish we could show her to you guys, like show you her face, because she's so beautiful and adorable, but we can't show you right now. The only way we could show you is if we ended up adopting her, but right now it's not an option for us, and it's not our choice, so.
Yeah, I will say that this whole, the whole system and the whole program, not our worker or social worker, definitely not the baby, but the whole thing has been a lot more than we expected, and we don't want to say that to deter anybody. Every state's different, every city's different, every agency you sign up with I'm sure is different, but it has been more than we thought.
Yeah.
It really has been. If we're just going to be honest with people, it's going to be more than we thought, and we understand why some people might not go this route, but I would encourage you, if you have the room and the space and the resources to do so, please consider doing this because these kids really need somewhere to go and someone to take care of them, and they're oftentimes coming from situations that you just can't imagine, and it's a great thing to do if you're able to do it.
Yeah, and to get into a little more about why it's so much. So first of all, it took us about 8 months to get certified and even have our house open to being able to take a foster. And that included its whole set of challenges, background checks, home visits. We had several of those. We had to take several classes. Jon had to get CPR certified because he's not yet, and we had to do a bunch of other stuff, so that took a while. And then once we actually get a placement, we only have a certain...
Staying alive. No, I'm sorry.
Once we actually get our placement, you have only a certain amount of time, which here is 3 days, to get them to a doctor and a dentist and eye doctor if they're older, but she doesn't need an eye doctor yet. So you have only those 3 days. You have to find a dentist and a doctor who's taking new patients with the type of insurance that comes with fosters, and then make an appointment, which causes you to miss like work or school or whatever you're doing just for that temporary amount of time. And a lot of these kids also have follow-up appointments with specialists, so you might be having like many more appointments, but a lot of them haven't had healthcare in a while, so you'll be doing all this stuff trying to get them caught up. And it's definitely worth it, but it is definitely a little bit hard. And it's a little bit hard because you feel like, I already feel kind of like she's ours because we've been taking care of her so much, but she's not, and it's not our choice. And if she needs to leave because the state or the government or social work, whoever decides so, it's not up to us, and we can't say no, we don't want her to leave. And we also can't make every decision for her. So if they maybe think something and we think something different, it's really not up to us. It's ultimately up to them to make decisions and consent for certain things. So
yeah,
I
cry when the foster dogs leave. So
yeah.
it's definitely going to be tough. Because I didn't get to finish my thought, was that the things that I thought were going to be hard and frustrating are exactly that.
Oh.
Like there's no getting around it. Like not having the use of your hands when you leave the house. You can't just take, my wallet. I got to take 27 bags. She laughs at me because I exaggerate that, but I do feel like you have to take like a bunch of different bags, the car seat. Then you get out to the car, and the first time I was doing it, it was raining. Mm-hmm. So I thought, I was like, oh, I'm doing good. I got the baby in one hand. I got 2 bags. I got my backpack on with my laptop in it, and I had my keys. I was like, I'm good. And then I opened the door and it's raining. And I'm like, okay, I have to sit all this stuff down. I have to go back in. I have to get the umbrella. I have to take multiple trips now because there's no way to hold the umbrella and do all this stuff. And I think that for most people, that's like, okay, no big deal. But if you guys know me, she definitely does. That's an inefficiency problem to me. And so it's just some workarounds I have to get used to. But on the conversely, the love and the attachment you get is also more than I thought it was going to be, or is more than I thought it was going to be. And absolutely, I mean, there's no way not to get attached to these kids. You don't have the same mindset as babysitting them, which I wanted to go into as, because when you babysit someone's kid or someone's dog, there is no attachment there. You know that kid or that dog is going back in a week or 2 weeks. But we went into this like, she needs us and we're going to care for her, and it could be 1 month, it could be 1 week, it could be 6 months. We have no idea. So you kind of went right in, and we dove right in. And so now here we are attached. We're taking care of her as if she's our own. And like she said, they could call up tomorrow and say, we need the we need the baby.
Every time my phone rings now, I'm like so stressed out because I just keep thinking they're calling and saying that they're going to come get her. Because so what happens when you get a foster is the Department of Human Resources, or I don't know if it's like that in every state, but that's what it is here, has to reach out to all the family and ask if any family members are willing to take the child. Right. So that can take a few weeks. So we won't really know a timeline of how long we'll have her until they've reached out and had responses from all the family. So if a family member who's willing and able to take her says yes, they will, they can just call us and say, oh, we found an appropriate family member, like your time with her's over. And every time we get a call from them, that's what I think they're calling to say, and it's very stressful.
She is an incredible baby. I think we got extremely lucky with the baby that we got, the situation that she came from and how she could have been. To what she is we got extremely lucky. She loves to sleep, she loves to eat, and she laughs at anything. I can throw her in the air, I can spin her around, I can slide her across the floor. She thinks everything's hilarious. So it's been a great experience so far. Highly recommend anybody that is able to do this. Like I said before, please consider doing it because a lot of these kids need your help. I think that you mentioned that the next video maybe, so we don't spill it all here, should be a Q&A, but I'll let you wrap it up.
Yeah, just to add on to that, she is amazing. That's the only word I can really use. She's the cutest, sweetest little girl, so cuddly and loving and happy, and just so resilient, I feel like. So we are in love with her, and we would keep her forever if we could, but that might not be an option for us. So right now we're just gonna love her like she's gonna be with us forever. And we wanted to do a Q&A for you guys to see. We kind of just rambled through this video because we just kind of wanted to talk about our experience, but we wanted to answer any questions you have that are more specific or things that we didn't answer in this video for you. So next week or the week after, we'll do a Q&A, answer all your questions. I will put on the YouTube community tab a thing where you can ask questions, and I will also put it on Instagram for people who are just on there. And another video I'm gonna make is a day in the life of an SRNA with a child, because a lot of people have been asking me, how could you go to CRNA school with kids? And I haven't had the chance to get somebody who I know who has kids in CRNA school to do a video for me. So now I can do my own video and show you kind of what a day looks like and how it's different now that I have a baby.
There you go. And if anybody wants to send me a number one dad coffee cup or shirt, you know, you put the address because I'm gonna need that.
People keep asking if they can send us stuff or money, and we really don't need anything.
Diapers and wipes are always welcome,
Yeah.
but she has enough clothes to last her until she's 20.
We have so many clothes that she's gonna grow out of them before we could even put them all on her.
Right.
So we really appreciate everything that everybody has given us and helped us with, and my friends who have answered our questions, who already have kids. And we don't need anything at this time. We definitely don't need money or monetary.
I need money. Oh, sorry.
People were asking if we could start like a GoFundMe and they could send us
Oh,
money.
I can.
No,
I can
no, we do not need that.
Oh, okay.
So I guess the only thing we could do is send her. Maybe we could set her up like a college fund. I don't know. We'll think about it. But if you want to send anything like to her directly, we don't need anything. But if you really just want to send her something,
how's she gonna get mail? She's a baby.
well, I'm gonna explain. We're gonna put the address to the gym in the description box, so you can send. And I'll also put it here. Actually, I can't put it on my head, or you won't be able to read it across the whole screen. Yeah. So if you want to send her a gift and you just truly feel like you want to, no, she doesn't need anything, but you can send her something if you really want to. So you can send it to our gym because that address is already public and we don't want to give out our home address, obviously.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching my channel.
You just shut yourself out.
I'm good. My YouTube.
All right, well, we'll see you next week. We hope you have a great week. We're going to have an amazing week with a sweet little girl, and we'll be working on the Q&A and the day in the life.
Toodaloo.
Bye.